Hello, my sweet divinities. Want to know the urgent message behind this Teacup Chronicles? Stay tuned. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, I come to you giving you thanks first and foremost. Thank you for leading and guiding me. Thank you for these gifts. Allow me to use these gifts to read further into this message. Thank you for bringing me to this message. Let's see what the remnants of my tea have to unfold. Oh, thank you. First and foremost, from the runes, these are the two that are most closest to or compatible to what they look like, what the image look like. It's like a combination of these two. If you mix those two symbols. So here we have boundaries, protecting our home, protecting what we build, what we stand for, securing those boundaries. Here I see this as divine time, justice, balance, perseverance. Like it is written, it is already done. Good deeds will come to pass. First being called to the Cashapp Tarot. For further clarification. For boundaries. For boundaries. They said to take them though. Look out. Bird's nest. Archangel Raphael, all about that heart healing, getting in nature. There's been a tower moment. The foundation has been destroyed, and it's time to rebuild for long-lasting eternal strength with the 8 energy, 17 being an 8. Double confirmation with the 8s, by the way. It's going to take heart healing, getting over childhood trauma with the karmic trench, digging up all them old beliefs and letting them go, building a new one with the 4 on a solid foundation again. It's like building it high in the sky and cradling, building a lush. Like, look how the sun is shining on this home, this nest. Like feeding, building lush. Look, that's like, I haven't really ever seen a bird's nest like that. It's like it's built from rubble, but it's plush, it's abundant with the green. And it's transformed. It's made anew, but it's like feeding for generations to come, abundant for generations to come. In the countryside, that's like middle of nowhere, essentially. That's this house in the countryside. Look at that. It's like far off by itself. It's funny because it looks like somebody's plowing the fields over here, and I feel like it's them for real. It's interesting. Any other messages? Mind you, this 3 and this 4 is that 7 here. So 77 and then 88. And then we got 1, 3, and 4. 1, 3, and 4 make the 8. Wow. 888. 134 should be the address. Or something thereof. 314, 431. Those should be numbers played as well. And with this clarification before I forget, look how beautiful that is. Summer, winter. I'm going to read from this one. But then we have balancing to both worlds, spiritual and material. Building anew. Ooh. This is definitely spiritual ascension. Yet another 7. And another 2. I keep getting this. So we got 2 2s here. 2 of scrolls and 2 of roses. Mind you, the 5 and the 2 make that 7 right there. Okay, where's the 7? Says the seasonal cycle card reveals how best to spend your energy at this time. The beautiful sunlit sky of summer overlooks farmers working hard on their growing crops. Summer is a yang time of great activity, so this is your notice to get going. Action is an important part of this cycle, and it can take many forms. There may be something you can do to accelerate your professional life. This may also be the perfect time to take steps towards your personal goals. Perhaps get more exercise, plan more social events, or start a fun activity that you've been wanting to do. You might also reflect on what actions or perspectives or perspective would attract a new romance or enhance your love life. This card tells you to consider what needs to be done, then go for it. This cycle is a perfect time to create a smiling, self-loving energy and project it outward for the world to see. Also, don't be surprised if a trip is coming your way. This card implies movement of some kind, so get ready. Beautiful. That is the Five of Forces, summer, winter. Wow. Okay. Moving homes. Definitely down for travel. So let's see what we get for Northeast. Divine time. Thank you. Waterfall. I keep getting this too. Love filling that cup up. Let's get more. Let's see what else. Well, okay. Several. Oh wow, this is a whole book. Said we wanted more, didn't we? We got the Ark of the Covenant, contract. Yep. Queen of Roses. Oh. This is true. Soulmate. Yep. Childhood. Somebody may be fighting over this queen. Calling for balance. It's exactly what I saw in this card. To make the decision. I see pouring love into like history, like roots, going back to the beginning, especially with this, the garden. It's definitely maybe travel as well. To the motherland, to get rooted, to get grounded, forgetting history. But they said travel. And then I feel a soulmate relationship strong, contract strong. Somebody from childhood, or a childhood friend, or somebody that we've known for a long time. There may be some competition over. I want to read what this one says again. Both of these, honestly. But there's need to call for balance, like I said before when I saw this card. Work-life balance. Emotional, mental balance. Let's see. Uriel and the Sphinx. The Archangel Uriel stands before the Sphinx under a full moon. The Sphinx is usually shown with the body of a lion indicating strength and the head of a king showing authority and intelligence. But more than this, the Sphinx represents the enigmatic and inscrutable, the silent holder of truth, and the ancient mysteries of the world. Here the Archangel Uriel connects and confers with this great source of mystery. This card shows that it's time for you to do the most important and possibly the most difficult work in your life, the digging and inner discovery that takes you to your deepest self and your deepest power. Even the great Sphinx had to be dug out many times from the glowing desert sands that buried it up to its neck. And you must dig diligently too. You may have to chip away at the rock-like substance of your old beliefs and history so that you can get to the truth inside. But don't worry, you have begun already and you've made considerable inroads. Like I said with this, it's like digging up those old beliefs, right? Getting to the truth. Your home, your foundation, the root of you, going back into your childhood. That's exactly what I said. And it goes on to say, there's also someone here to help you. Uriel, whose name means the fire of God. You can work directly in your meditations with this archangel for self-understanding, transformation, and guidance. Also be on the lookout. Also be on the lookout for someone in your daily life whom Uriel has sent. This could be a teacher, a mentor, or even a new friend who shares a kinship with you about this inner quest. It is a relationship of great value that comes in a time of profound power. Don't diminish the importance of this phase. It is this work that leads you to your initiation into your higher power. Yeah. Let me see. The waterfall. So, just let me go back to this. A towering waterfall roars down into a beautiful body of water. In the upright position, this car reminds you of your incredible personal power and supports you in opening up the force within. Know that you are a dynamo in the universe. You have the ability to shape any situation in a way that honors you and moves your life forward. The element of water is fluid. Like the waterfall, your personal energy never stops. Your life force is never ending. It springs from your eternal past and roars into your limitless future, extending into the furthest reaches of the universe. It is a time of deep thought and even deeper emotions, as well as an expansion of psychic energy. Use this time to act on these and tap your power that is ever flowing. Yeah, it is time. Unleash within. For sure. So that's a contract that you had even in childhood, and I surely remember that. It's sad because that's when I was really afraid, not knowing or understanding my gifts. Like these. So as I was saying, there was a time when I was kind of fearful of my gifts, and I'm still trying to let that go. Trying to get back in that playful, joyous energy to where there's no care in the world, to embrace the gift, the contract that I signed up for, right? So, the War of Roses. Excuse me. Storm clouds gather in the sky. Two lines of mounted knights stand at the ready, facing each other across a clear field of battle. The left side carries the banner of the white rose. The right carries the red rose. This card depicts a war within a relationship and or a battle within your heart about a relationship. Most often this relationship is romantic in nature, but this card could also refer to a coworker, partner, boss, or family member. There could be power plays, and at the very least, there's a lack of reciprocity and communication. You are at an impasse. Your intuition or your spirit, the white rose, has told you that this experience is not a supportive one, but your passions, fears, and needs, the red rose, keep you from listening. You have tried to bring the two together, as indicated by the dirty flag with the combined white and red rose on the ground. But what's happening in this relationship is not compatible with your spirit's view for you. So there you stand, your spirit and your passions just watching and waiting. This situation is nothing less than karmic, and it is time to listen and take action. Like I said, digging up those karmic, and it's definitely having to do with the home here and setting boundaries, releasing, letting go, healing that heart chakra, because there's tower mode, something has to give. And it goes on to say, this situation is nothing less than karmic, and it is time to listen and take action. Awareness, vision, and self-honoring are required now for you to position yourself best and make plans to leave the battlefield. Leave the nest. For sure. Build you a new one. And I already see this Queen of Roses is definitely could be potentially you. I already know who it applies to in my life, but it's, it's a motherly figure. Can be a grandmother, but just that maternal type of figure. Could be an aunt even. But I feel more so the viewer, just in that nurturing, healing type of requiring balance, right? But it definitely can be the other individual, especially with this being the the soulmate contract. Wow. Oh, and then at the bottom, oh bless. I love this card. This is almost like the serenity. I'm hearing the serenity prayer. How's it go? Lord, grant me the how does it go? Basically, like grant me the will to the courage to understand, the discernment, or however it goes. Basically, like, give me the will to understand the difference, right? And the courage to release it, what you can't control. The peace of mind, right? And the wisdom to know the difference. It's beautiful. But that's, again, balance. This is you tapping into your intuition and that heart chakra, getting, ready, getting grounded, that 4 energy. Mind you, this is balanced too with that 2 energy. Being open to receive, listening to that intuition. Look, Again, balance. I feel like this is you. This is us. This is definitely me. So that just underscores the fact that this is a maternal figure, a contract, you know, a soulmate contract. Yeah, because this is action and this is reception, right? Mm. Wow, that's beautiful. I don't think I've ever saw this card. It says diversity. Let me see what this says. Then we have Archangel Gabriel underneath with the truth, the light. Look at that expansion. That's beautiful. Okay. And it says, a woman stands on a veranda overlooking a beautiful valley dotted with little towns in the hills and along the river. Scrolls that she has read lie upon a nearby table. Another scroll is held loosely in her hand, while the woman surveys all that she sees. With this card, you'll find that it's time to diversify. There are many options for you to consider, and you should take a look at all of them. Even bringing me back to this. And it goes on to say, allow yourself to try new things, go to new places, learn new subjects, break out into different directions, and meet new people too. Don't worry about scattering your energy too thin. That's a direct message. You're in a period of expansion, so use it. Let yourself go further afield than you planned. In the end, you will diversify in ways that introduce you to a whole new you. Well, that's my confirmation right there. It says, the Akashic Force, your life has turned into a smorgasbord of opportunities. Close your eyes and imagine an array of all the many different things that interest you. Give yourself permission to try them. How can you do that in the coming weeks? Just do it. Thank you for that. Oh, yeah. I love it. So I had also got the Fairy Tarot. Or no. Yeah, we were doing the Fairy Tarot. Just for any further clarification or messages. And then we're going to finish off with the messages of life for our final affirmations, our meditations to grow on. Okay. What do we have here, Spirit? Any other messages? Trying to give us that whole deck. Okay. Let's see, y'all. Oh my. Let's see. We got the Seven of Spring. Be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. For sure. Then we have the Magician. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Double confirmation with the Wands. And then we have Prince of Spring. Charming, self-confident, passionate, restless. Immediate action. A challenge you can successfully manage. A passionate relationship. Prince of Winter. And this is balance. Seek out an intellect with these together. Interesting. And then look, we also have the Prince of Autumn. Look at there. So this relationship can be with either or of these. It's new, right? It's a rejuvenated type of relationship, but it's whatever you want to manifest. It could just be a friendship, of course, family, but let's see. So the Prince of Winter says, intellect, determined, focused, impulsive. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively. Sudden or unexpected changes, especially with this tower moment that we saw. The lookout. But these two together, if you know you're embodying this energy, that's balance, a renewed mind and kind of passion, right? And then Prince of Autumn, dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous, and it says cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. This is movement. This is a lot of movement, like putting things into action. If you've been sitting on something, like they said previously, on trying to do something or manifest whatever, like do it. Do it. And then we have Two of Summer. Definitely a contract. Soul contract. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Trying to move that glare. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. So, yeah, I said if anybody is in separation, it's like renew it, you know? Take the first step. Look at there. Beautiful. An emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends. Raising children wisely. People you can trust. It's gorgeous. Look. I even love the fairy swan. Or boat. So nice. Well, you can't see all of these, so let's... doing like this. That's the whole deck. Not really, but that was a lot. And then look. Look how content she is. Optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, and energetic. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons and let your creativity take flight. Oh, wow. That hangman energy. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. Temporary pause in the action. We got all the princes on the table, so it's like emperor status. No, not quite. It's not quite. We're moving in that direction though. Still youthful, rejuvenated, you know, starting again. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during very emotional experience. Again, staying balanced. And then the last one that we're going to look at there. Plan your next steps. This is like the Three of Wands. So your ships are coming in. Look how beautiful she is. I love that purple too. But it says, plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. Mind you, the 12 and the hangman or awakening is a 3 as well. So that's double confirmation. We got all the prince cards out, and then the princess of spring. But let's see what we get over here for our divine timing. They're trying to give us a book. The Hermit. Yeah, you gotta go within. They told us that already. Anything else? Okay. This is trying to come out. Look at there. Land and burdens down. When you remember that karmic, all that junk, that relationship, that toxic relationship, letting it go. Ask for help from others. All work and no play. Being weighed down by too many responsibilities. That comes with the balance as well. Needing to balance yourself out. Taking a time out in this, well, it was at the bottom of the deck, but taking a time out with that awakening, that hangman energy, going within and asking spirit for help, for guidance. And gaining your balance back. Ooh, sorry about that. Hold on, get y'all situated again. I think I got y'all all helter-skelter now, but just bear with me, y'all. We're almost done. Okay. And at the bottom of this, we have Queen of Spring. It's Queen of Wands energy. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between, didn't I say work-life balance? Oh, synchronicities. Thank you. And then we have, oh wow, yep, laying that ego down. 16. The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. I just had a releasing ceremony about that. Interesting. Look at there, laying them swords down. This is self-sabotaging energy. 10 of Winter is like the 10 of Swords. The resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, just like with the 10 of Wands. Laying them burdens down. Remember that? The end of an addiction or codependency, especially with this particular relationship, and especially if that's a mother, whatever kind of toxic, codependent energy that is. And look at that. You got victory. 6 of Spring. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards. Success and public recognition. Beautiful. Wow. I'm excited. That feels so good. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, so let's see what messages they have for us. Messages from Spirit, from the universe, from the divine. What messages do you have for us? Let's see. What messages do you have for us? Messages and affirmation, Spirit. Yep. So, first we have, because ain't nothing like your peace of mind. Look how beautiful this is. And it says, today I turn within to find the source of my experiences. There I find the peace that comes from seeking truth. I understand that the riches I discover within myself have a greater value than all wealth of the outside world. Right. So true. It says, step by step, I continue my spiritual quest. Little by little, I free myself, rising ever higher and attaining true inner peace. And that is all I've ever asked for. I don't know about y'all, but it's been manifested. Sure is. That's the victory. And I welcome. And it says, I welcome life as it presents itself to me. Today I take each step on my path to fulfillment with good faith. I swim easily with the flow of life. I embrace all experiences the universe bestows on me, even those that may prove challenging. I know all will fall into place for my greater good. That's facts. And then finally we have ultimate strength. And it's not a coincidence that it comes out on this particular pile, because this is really true. I mean, both of them are honestly dealing with like releasing, digging up the truth and releasing karmic codependent issues, right? But when you do, as you do, you're gaining more and more strength. And this says, today I maintain control of my emotions. I rise above self-doubt. I affirm my own power and stand strong in my unshakable faith. Today I know that I have the strength to overcome anything I encounter. I find my courage in the truth, holding tight to the force of love. I triumph over fear. And that's the greatest, greatest, greatest lesson and blessing. Wow. And at the bottom of the deck we have achievement. Says, as I advance on the road towards achievement, I discover my greatest strengths and learn from each challenge. I believe in my truest potential. Today I have faith in my abilities and in myself. I move forward towards the fulfillment of my vision. I reach my objectives. I am courageous. I embrace life. I am always in good company on this journey towards the light. And wow, yes, letting go of this karmic crap. Today, remembering that God is within me and around me, I release myself to God's hands and regain my inner peace. I know God is providing me that which is most beneficial for my soul. I know that God is sending angels to help me face any difficulties that arise. I let go into God's will, knowing the best is yet to come. And trusting. Today I trust in God no matter what happens as my day unfolds. I will remember to remain in harmony. I will maintain my sense of humor, and I will keep my focus on God's love for me. In these ways, I will minimize drama and increase my inner spiritual strength. And then finally we have, look at that. Come on, camera, focus. Thank you. The eyes of the heart. Come on and focus. Why it keeps doing that, I don't know. But it says, today I perceive the real beauty of every person I meet with the eyes of my heart. I see behind the personality and focus on the energy of love that dwells beneath the surface. I am filled with wonder at the presence of God in every one of us. The eyes of the heart allow me to see the divine shining everywhere. Gorgeous. Yeah. Thank you for the messages, Spirit. We love you and we appreciate your time. We surely do. I pray this resonates with each and every one of you. If it does in any way, if it triggers you in any way, please comment your testimony down below. Always remember, spread love and light and everything will be all right. Until next time, peace.